Hey, how you doing? Durinde back with you as we continue our Let's Play of Stellaris, playing our vanilla game with the Blorg. Let's unpause the game and get things in action. So, I believe at the end of the last episode I promised that we were going to try to take on the Hajani. So I got the fleet moving down. I actually started recording this episode, and I recorded about like 2 minutes of content, and then I realized that OBS wasn't picking up the video at all. So I stopped it, and so I'm restarting right now. So if you're wondering why a little bit of time has elapsed between the end of the last video and the start of this video, that is why. I basically put it up on fastest and then realized that no video was being captured, and so then stopped and started it again. And we seem to be fine now. So what we're doing, we're still producing ships. We got to make sure that we have a continuous supply of tasty battleships to attack these guys. We want to make sure we stay on top in the power scale. Let's build a cruiser as well. Why not? Let's take a look at the planets. Not planets, sectors. We want to take a look at the relative power here. So that is this relative power. So Jahetma, they're considered equivalent, but that's only because their technology is superior. Everything else is inferior. So pretty much everybody is either inferior or pathetic to us. So I think we're going to be fine. So, starting these wars, I think last time we attacked the Hajani, we opened up a bit of a can of worms. I think we had to fight these guys and these guys over here at the same time. So maybe I'll consider splitting my fleet. It will depend on the size of the enemy fleets. So we have, 150k right now. So we split up fleet to two. We'll have two 70k fleets. I'd be happy if we had two 100k fleets. I'd be comfortable with separate fleets then. How's Dune doing? They suffered kind of a major blow when, wasn't the Unbidden, but the, these guys, the Durinde. They came up and they basically bombed the crap out of Dune, of course, in the Arrakis system. Okay, so our fleet's moving down. So once everybody gets in place, we will need. Okay, so our transport fleets are coming in. I think I have them attached to our main fleet here, so they should just follow them. All right, how's research going? So we got 21 months for better armies. 82 months for better minerals across the board, and 51 months for better shield hit points. So it's going to be a while before we reap the benefit of any of that stuff. So we'll just wait until the pop-up comes up. Let's build some Maga ships. We haven't built any Maga ships in a while. Get some designs with the old flagellas. I miss having the flagellas. Okay, these guys are now no longer rivals. Okay. So here's the thing. I think the last time I attacked the Hajani, I was able to bring other people into the war. So I'm actually going to try that again. I need people to act as distractions, actually. So that's what we're going to go for. So all right. So declare war. We can't. We don't want to be their vassal. We don't want to join their federation. All right. So the only thing we can do. Let's declare war, and what do we want? They have, like 4 planets? Liberate. So it's Alamar and Belgium. So the reason why we're seeing all these planets pop up is because they have allies who are going to be coming into the war. So I'm going to pause the game while I do this. Alright, so we're looking for Alamar and Belgium, whatever planets are in those systems. We could vassalize them. Maybe. I mean, we don't really need any more planets, so we could do that. Invite attackers. So we have a couple of people who might join in if we offer them something. So let's, okay, the Bruggans are for it. These guys are for it. I don't even have to offer them anything. Yeah, I'm all for that. And sure, confirm. Unpause the game. The war should start. Actually, we should get a pop-up. There we go. Alright, so thankfully Jahetma is not part of this mess. So that was kind of my biggest concern. All right. So grab our strike force. We'll head into the first system, and we will get things underway. So who are we facing off against? The Kroll as well. Better make sure that these planets have full defensive armies. Looks like it. They should be fine. They'll be fine, right? They're going to be okay. Sure. I'm going to say they're going to be okay. I wonder, though, if like we should start building ships up here, just as a bit of a defensive thing. Alright, so who else are we fighting? We're fighting the Hajani, the Kroll, the Tendrakians, the Demazenians, who are right here as well. Okay. So it might be a bit of a work, and there's a single battle group down here. Might be a bit of an effort for this war. It might take us a while to get things underway. And I don't know. I think if I hit 160k, I might split the fleet. That way we have 280k fleets. And I would be comfortable with that. I will start building ships down here, though. Just so we have things kind of in this area. I should build more defensive armies here. Spaceport. So we should build battleship assembly yard. This is the system where we're building all the torpedo boats. Whatever good they did. So this is the Olimar. Okay, so we just got in here. Budding Dreams. Yeah, we're coming in to crush the Budding Dreams. I think we've seen this before. I'm pretty sure it was the Hajani that we attacked last time, and it was just I had to stop the war because the whole Jahetma awakening, and then we had the Unbidden come in. You know, it was just a mess for a while. The Worm in Waiting. Something has reached out to us, and we haven't done this. The Unbidden, Dimensional Anchors, we've done that. The Messenger, New Light. Okay, so Raymond Peltier has recreated the genetic heritage of the messenger species. That's stopping to ask anyone's opinion. They have also created a highly contagious retroviral agent. Good lord, stacks their worlds. Its influence of primary species falls to a chrysalis coma and emerges a day later as the messenger species. This is causing some excitement. This has gone too far. Control the outbreak. This will transform our entire species. But we'll lose everybody on our capital worlds. I mean, if we're not Blorg, who are we? We have an existential crisis. I mean, I'm on the one hand, I just want to see what happens if we all become these messenger species. On the other hand, I enjoy having Blorg, you know, so if we lose our home world, we lose our home world. But there are still Blorg out in the galaxy, and that comforts me. Okay. Control the outbreak. I think we're going to have to go with that. So let's take a look at our home world here. So everybody is everybody's wearing hoods now. They're still repugnant, apparently. And they're also fanatic pacifists. Okay. Happiness is at 0. People dying off. Probably because they got converted to that new species. Fortunately, we don't have any more scientists. Maria is free, so we'll take her off from commanding Lopez, just to make sure we have a scientist there. Yeah. I'm glad I kind of stopped that when I did, because, you know, the Blorg themselves, we enjoy war. Let's take a look. Blorg. Yeah, we're fanatic militarists. To be pacifists, no, sir. No, sir, we don't like it. We don't like it at all. I could theoretically cleanse this planet, maybe. No, we prohibit purging. I was thinking about it, though. Alright, so how do we turn this around? So this is the other species of Blorg. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if we'll be able to do anything with it, but... So they're considered Blorg, right? Alright. Modify. We don't have gene tailoring, and our genes are at -1. Will allow us to effectively create a new species. We're missing the gene, and we don't have enough trait points, but we do for our own guys. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna leave those guys on our homeworld. Again? This whole thing may have been a big mistake, but, you know, if you download DLC, if you download stuff like that, and you don't tap into some of your potential options, then why? If you always go the safe route, you know, you gotta... At least Pablo is still Blorg. He's 156. God love him. He's so old. He's so old. It's like some... I wonder how many people... It's got to be like the great-great-great-great-grandpa. He probably doesn't actually command the fleet anymore. There's probably like a brilliant young lieutenant or something that does all the work, but he's kind of the figurehead, I think. I don't know. Alright. How's the war going, by the way? Nothing has changed yet. Alright, so, Blorgas, well, we got a whole bunch of people who are unhappy. I could move them to a different world, I guess. Now, the question is, are they going to try to revolt? Blorgas? No. It's, probably not, because it's the home world. Alright. Stealth fleet engaged. So we're doing something there. They're keeping their fleet there. I mean, their fleet's tiny. It's a itty bitty fleet. It's like the mineral output of New Zealand. Alright, so we're going to start taking out budding dreams. We have a battleship coming in from this direction to take out their mining base, because, you know, mining base, that's the linchpin of their entire operation. Okay, we have a battleship up here. Good. I was going to say, if our transport fleet gets caught, then that might cause some trouble. Look at the flagella going after it. Watch out, boys. It's like chicken and the egg type thing, or the flagella and the corvette. The fact that they haven't managed to kill it yet, though, is kind of concerning. There we go. Alright. So we'll bomb the hell out of budding dreams. We'll nip those budding dreams in the bud. We have 101 battleships. Unfortunately, too, Blorg S was kind of like one of our major production worlds. So it's not. They're not going to produce that much now that we've been replaced. Oh well. Oh well. They're still eating, right? They have 15 food. They'll be happy again once we have peace. The few times. Oh yeah, I do have to remember as well. Like we have friends now. We have friends. We invited friends into this war. They're not necessarily friends, but distractions. And of course, we have our butterfly people as well. They might step in and help out a little bit. Are we ready to do a little bit of shock and awe with this population yet? Are you guys ready to face off with Xenomorph Blorg? That could be kind of scary. Why are people starving? Enrique, what are you doing? You're letting your people starve. People on strike here or anything? Starvation. Happiness is down. Did a lot of people relocate here? I guess so. Kehemplar, huh? They're building a clinic. That's going to help them. Okay. And we should upgrade this. So once that clinic gets built... And do we have any biodomes? No. So we should build one of those as well. Or a hydroponics farm. I like calling them biodomes as well because it reminds me of when Pauly Shore actually had a movie career. Him and Brendan Fraser. Cage head is down there. So we do have like a 160k fleet now. I'm tempted to break them up. You know, send them to different spots just to feed up the whole war thing. I don't know though. I don't think we're in any danger really. I can't picture these guys, the Demazenians. We've got to have a look at them. Demazenians. Galactic Compact. Yeah, their fleet power is pathetic. Okay, so I can't see them having like an 80k fleet. Oh, there's a 34k fleet here though. It's coming to attack our worlds. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll do something about that. We'll get the first strike force to come after these guys in the Chi Draconis system. Couple jump. Whoa, it's quite a few jumps away. Yeah, so actually having that second fleet. Just to kind of run interference. We're going to lose a couple mining stations and stuff up here. That's okay. That's okay. I will have to go through my empire. Yeah, I'm starting to call it an empire now. That's how kind of full of myself I am, full of my own hubris. Yeah, I will have to go through the empire at some point and say, okay, what have we lost in this war, and start to rebuild it. Okay, so there's a couple Kroll fleets. Look to be about, yeah, 34k. So 80 or 66k should be able to take those guys on, no problem. Alright, are we ready to bombard here yet? Guy Bombardio. Yes, okay, so grab these guys. Land ho! And that's the only planet in this system, right? Okay. Alright, so let's go smash their budding dreams. Have we started the assault yet? Okay. So this should be a very short invasion. I just want to be on hand so I can link the transport fleet back up with these guys. I mean, we're almost back up to 100k with this fleet. I am building a bunch of stuff in the background. Game is saving. Alright, we're still 20k for our war score anyway. Still have 54 battleships. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. We should be tearing through these guys pretty quickly. Yeah, there's still more ships coming in. And more to come. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Alright, so we'll get these guys to follow them. Clear this. So, the second strike force now needs something to do. I'm going to assume my allies are doing good work here. So let's come down to this system and start wrecking their toys. Right on. Okay, and how we doing back up yonder? Have we lost anything else? Or did they jump out? These guys should be following them. Okay. I think they are coming down to actually attack a world. Okay. That's okay. So they're not going through our systems and wrecking our stuff, which is great. It's great. It's going to keep things kind of out of trouble, yeah. Station under attack. Okay, so Robothanar. It's going to take a little bit of a beating. We did just lose the spaceport there. And our fleet is probably only a jump away now. It might take them a few systems to actually catch up with these guys. What do we have for a spaceport here? Spaceport. I just want to have like ships being produced in this area. Oh, they're attacking our science ship for reasons, I guess. First strike force. Really? We got to go up there and then down here? That's quite a way to do it. And these guys are going to be jumping out soon anyway. We'll catch up with them eventually, though. Okay. So where is this strike force? It is 3 jumps away, okay. Thankfully, the Jehetma haven't closed off their borders to us. They know better. They know what we're all about. Again, let's continue to produce ships kind of up in this area. Strange we don't have the spaceports upgraded in some of these systems. But I guess that's okay. Okay, so they're now moving down here. And hopefully we are chasing them to that system. No, we jumped to the wrong system. Alright. Alright. Are they just hanging out in this system? I guess they got to do the warp wind down first. Let's do the warp wind down again. Never really got into the whole Rocky Horror Picture Show thing. I've seen parts of it on TV from time to time, but it's never been kind of a thing that, you know, you hear like the basics of it. It's like, I gotta see that, and it hasn't been the case for me. It's like, I think I can do without. Singing Tim Curry, though, that's probably about the most interesting thing about it. Tim Curry was one of those guys with a classic villain voice, and it was kind of hilarious back in the 90s when, you know, Power Rangers got popular, and then they started bringing over like other types of people in rubber suits, but American teenage footage. You know, they had Big Bad Beetleborgs. They had, but anyway, the one that I want to bring up is Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, and Tim Curry played like an evil computer virus in that, which was kind of funny. I wonder how he feels about that in terms of his career, that he once played a computer virus. Superhuman Samurai. Yeah, that seems so long ago now. It's one of those things that I'm going to probably, after talking about it while playing it, I'm going to have to bring up like the first episode and watch it and then realize how bad it was. I remember watching though as a kid. It was kind of one of those things that you just kind of watched it because, it was on. Station under attack. Where's this happening? Oh, there's another fleet here. Where's our strike force? Okay, so we should actually... Can our station not defend itself from these guys? 1.7k? They should be okay. Here's what we'll do, though. We'll spawn a couple battleships on top of them. I don't know if those battleships will be built in time, all the same. Yeah, so it's pretty much guaranteed now that after talking about it while playing this game, I'm going to be looking up clips of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. What else was there? There was like a VR Troopers, and there were like the Knights of Tirog something. I forget what it was, but there was a bunch of kind of the whole Japanese, I guess, Sentai type stuff that was like, you know, guys in rubber suits, transformations, whole shebang. I don't know. Like, when people talk about Power Rangers, especially people who started watching it when it first came out, you know, I was like prime Power Rangers age when it came out. I was like 10 or 11. And a lot of people say this when they talk about Power Rangers. Like, yeah, I watched it up to the point until the White Ranger came in, and then things kind of fell off for me. And I think a lot of people are like that, because that was basically when I, you know, kind of, okay, I get it. The monster comes in, they fight him on the ground, they defeat him on the ground, then the monster grows, and then they get the Zords out, then they fight him. You know, by the time the White Ranger came on, I think I was kind of done with Power Rangers at that point. And yeah, so, but yeah, you hear a lot of people when they're talking about Power Rangers. It's always the same thing. Yeah, I started watching it when it first came on, but pretty much gave up once the White Ranger came on the scene. So I think a lot of people went through the same thing. But I mean, they're still making new episodes of Power Rangers and stuff like that. And plus, there's you know what? I'm excited for the Power Rangers movie though. That's coming out. I want to see it. It looks big and dumb and awesome. You know, it's what I'm expecting in terms of a Power Rangers movie. Is like, yeah. Wow, we don't want to jump all the way back there. You know, there's Rita Repulsa. There's 5 teenagers with attitude. There's Bryan Cranston as Zordon. So, what else could you want? Like, I feel like I know it's not going to be Oscar worthy or anything like that. But you know, the clips of it that I've seen so far, I'm optimistic about it. It's the same way I felt about the first Transformers movie, and in all honesty, the first Transformers movie when it came out, I thought was all right. I thought it was all right, and then it basically went downhill from there. But whatever. We'll continue doing our Blorg war here. So our transport fleet, where are they? There they are. Okay. So we should be ready to invade that world very soon. Yeah, you tell me station under attack, and you don't tell me where. It's not fair, game. It's not fair at all. All right, so these guys, where are they going? You guys don't need to go like all the way into Tindraki territories. There's worlds here that we can attack. It's like the Bitcoin world there. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, there's nothing like in between here, so okay, that's where we're being attacked. It's a 6 mineral system. Man, at the start of the game, it was like 6 minerals in a system. My God, it's full of stars. But now it's like I'm doing 1.2k minerals a month, so okay, we do have people still starving here. No, food's at 9 now. Okay, well, let's upgrade all of the things. You can work in this mine because there's already a building there. Food's at 9. So do we really need another food producing building? Probably not. Probably going to want a mining network though. Yes. And we will continue to build power plants because, at some point with our huge fleets moving around, we're going to hit a point where that's going to fall into the negative. I'm pretty sure. All right, so these guys are still bombarding. Can we attack this world yet?
Station under attack.
Station under attack again, apparently. Not much I can do about that. How are the nobody's in danger of breaking off, forming a rebellion? Okay, that's good. All right, so we should be able to land our troops here now. So yeah, I mean they are attacking some of our stations and stuff, and I will have to go through the Empire again a little bit later and just kind of see what we have to rebuild. But all right, let's attack this world. Its only fault was that it was kind of in the way, and that our fleet needed something to attack. And this will keep these guys kind of occupied now. Spaceport was 2K. Best we've ever done is 1.9. I wonder why that is. Oh, is that their fleet 2.6K? All right. Hopefully that's enough for you guys. I doubt it. I really do. Enlightenment complete. Thousands of scientists and advisors that we sent to Bristol. Okay, so we that's one of the yeah, these guys. So they should be a protectorate now. Cool. Cool. Alright, so this system, how we doing here? Wow, they have a very large transport fleet there. Non-aggression pact with the ZUM. I'm going to decline that for now. I actually have to look up the ZUM. I haven't seen them kind of on before. Funny thing is, in my Star Trek Let's Play, it's like I just invaded the ZUM, and they're not enslaved by the Tholians, but they're one of the races kind of controlled by the Tholian Empire. Alright, so how we doing down here? That's the thing about this war, it's just so many planets that we can attack and stuff, so we're at 23%. That was actually taken by... What? The Bruggans stepped in and did the invasion, did they? Is that right? Anyway, whatever. Well, yeah. So the transport fleet is following them, so we want our main fleet now, and we'll attack Hizzle again. Poor old Hizzle. Ever since they left us, things have not been going... Oh, there's actually a system here that we can attack. Macaw, okay. Alright, Pablo. Attack Macaw. Down here in Macaw. 23% now for war score. I did see a peace thing pop up, but then it disappeared. Not sure why. Oh, they're facing off against a fairly large fleet. I think that was the fleet that they were fighting earlier. So it's all battleships versus their kind of mixed craft. We don't have a admiral either, where they do. And they do have a bunch of transport ships that might act as a screen, so I'm not going to discount these guys yet. And this is why I was kind of worried about breaking up my fleets. Because these guys are growing weaker and weaker. They have 14 battleships, 13 cruisers. I mean, you guys don't need to shoot at those transport fleets. You really don't.
Hostile fleet engaged.
I don't know if we have anything for fighters. I guess we gotta... Yeah, there's a few flagella out and about there. We're back into the red for influence as well, so I may have to do something about that. They're down to 12 battleships to our 41. I think we're going to be okay, but I'd like, yeah, we seem to be focusing on the battleships, so we're going to be fine. It's going to be all right. Of course, we did lose maybe 10k worth of ships. We've never been near our naval capacity for like the past, I don't know, 200 years. It's kind of great, actually. The question is, relative power. They're still inferior. They're not pathetic anymore, okay. So we've lost enough ships to be knocked out of that range. We should still be building ships, though. And again, Blorg S. No, if I build them in Hawksworth, right? If I build them in Hawksworth, they'll be cheaper. So let's just cycle through the battleships for this amount of cash that I have built up for now. Alright, so we did jump into here. And yeah, we're going to attack Macaw. 30% for war score. It will take us a while to actually win this. It's just the fact that there's so many planets that we have to invade before we get our war score up there. Enos, have you guys built anything in a while? Spaceport. Yeah, you do have a battleship construction yard. We should build a fleet academy here, though, before we do anything else. What about... I think yeah, they should have their battleship assembly yard done at Voon now, right? Or Clave. Alright, so we'll produce another one battleship there. Okay. How are we doing in this system now? They're still attacking us with cruisers and stuff. Alright, so we should be bombarding this. Now, kind of the only hitch is that we don't have a transport fleet to support these guys. How do we combat that? Okay, they're waiting for the invasion. Yeah, we do have a transport fleet hovering over Blorg. Yes, are we still producing xenomorphs here? We should produce some more, but we don't just want xenomorphs because they do take a long while to build. So let's go to Lombius and see what kind of armies we can build here. So yeah, let's just do the plain old assault armies here. Because otherwise, that fleet's just gonna like hang out there and just continue to bombard that planet. So if we do have to bring our main fleet back up in that sector, you know, it won't be so bad for us, but it's gonna take us a while to get things kind of rolling. So Macaw, we can almost do the invasion here. And we're full up on energy credits again. It seems to be our state of being right now. We're blasting through the fortifications. 37% for war score. They do have a battle group here now. Did they rebuild somewhere? Or are they planning to assault this world? There's probably... yeah, there's xenomorphs there. Planet... okay. I was just wondering why the Blorg symbol was there. I kind of figured it was like, oh, this planet's occupied, but I just wanted to make sure. I should know that after about like 180 hours of gameplay, but... Alright, so these guys are sacrificing themselves. Oh my god, they're getting tore up by the flagella and the fighters, or the bombers. It's kind of sad, actually. Alright, we'll go back to bombarding that world. And I guess we should be ready for an invasion here, right? Correct? I believe so. Land armies. And you know what? We're going to start producing spaceport armies. Start producing assault armies around some of these planets, because I think I'm probably going to need some more to finish this war. Kamsala. Well, you guys can build some battleships too, and then you can build some assault armies. We're just going to go with the standard assault armies and overwhelm them with numbers at this point. It takes so long to build a xenomorph army. I mean, they're kind of worth it. They do morale damage too. How are people doing on this planet? 0 food right now. We can upgrade that. And you can work at a power plant or a power hub. How much energy we're producing? Not that much. So you work at the power hub. You work at a mine. Did I build the mine there? Yeah, mineral processing plant. Close enough. We'll build a science lab here. We'll build a mine there. And you're unemployed. So we will get you to work in the mines. We'll get you to work in the mine. Oops.
Enemy planet secure.
Well, we've secured another enemy planet anyway. Alright. Do we not have any transport fleets now? Have we used up? Yeah, I guess we used up everybody. Okay. Well, I guess our next step is just to blockade Hizzle. We'll be doing just pure blockades for a while, I guess. Strike force moving down. Okay, and we'll start building assault armies up here. So yeah, it's going to take us a while before we actually finish this war, because we need more ground troops. We did lose a whole bunch in the Jahet, or the Jern war, because they did catch some of those guys by surprise. There's a little battle group there. Oh, our butterfly friends are already in Hizzle. Well, we'll go help them out anyway. They do have a 1K space station, so we'll help them wipe that out, and then we'll help with the bombarding. Okay, and these guys. Alright, so we're starting to get real low on influence right now, so I need to take a look at this stuff. Arvlav, okay, we can take that off. That puts us back into the positive for a while. And okay, there is an enemy fleet here, so let's go after these guys. That way our butterfly friends can focus on the planet. They may jump out after seeing our fleet. Yeah, Puntra Z. Where's Puntra Z? Over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm confident that that our allies can take care of these guys. So we're gonna have to jump out now. Got to do a warp wind down first. And let's produce assault armies here as well. Burbot, spaceport armies, assault armies. Let's spaceport can produce some more battleships as well. So we want to continue to grow our fleet. Alright, so we're moving down to this system.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And did we jump right on top of them? I think we did. Those warp snares, I don't know. I don't know how useful they are. They never seem to help out the enemy, that's for sure. Especially if you have a superly overwhelming fleet. Alright. Let's, oh, no, they jumped in here and we took out another fleet that they had? Okay. So now they're going back to Hizzle. It's going to be chicken and the egg chase right now, or ring around the rosy. Okay. Laddie Lycan? Showing red, but it's within our territory. There's a Starfleet here. Are they going to actually try to take us on? Nope. Okay. Alright. Transport fleets now. Blorg S, Voon.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Are we building anything down here? Basically, at this point, I'm just trying to pump out troops. Armies. Assault armies. Beldross assault armies. Okay, and the game is doing that thing where it's like, hey, I look like I'm running, but I'm not.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Why aren't we building here?
Hostile fleet engaged.
We should be building there.
Fleet engaged.
Hostile fleets engaged all over the place, apparently. What about Pathavon? Are we building armies here? Okay. And we'll build the Frampton Sands 2.08, 2.08. Doesn't really matter which species we use.
Situation log updated.
59 for war score now. We're in the green, which means we could try to force a peace, perhaps. And what about our main fleet? How are we doing down here? Are we still chasing those guys? No, we're just kind of hanging out. Okay. Well, let's do something useful. Let's go bombard that planet. And let's take a look at our transportation fleets. Voon has a couple armies. Blorg S has 3 xenomorphs. And this, the Preserve, where are they? They have a few troops. Wow. Look at all the different species we can use. Is there one that's really good at war? The Demazenians are actually pretty good. Okay. Let's build a whole bunch of them, and I want to take a look at my research. 13 months for better shields, 38 months for better minerals. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, we could build assault armies in Roesic as well.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
We'll get them to start building xenomorphs, even though it's going to take forever and a day to build one army. It takes like a year. These guys going to be able to defend themselves? Yes, okay. 66 for war score now. I mean, I could further... It's on the go here. I could further break up my fleet and attack multiple systems at once just to drive up the war score. I think we're safe enough to do that now, actually. So I'm going to do that. I mean, we're going to have like 50k fleets. So the 6th Strike Force will get you to attack their homeworld. There we go.
Construction complete.
Spaceport at Blorg's finished construction. I did give them like an assignment to build like all of the battleships a while back, so I guess they finally finished up. Okay. So yeah, our linchpin right now, the thing that's slowing us down, our bottleneck, is our troops or lack thereof. And we're into the red again for influence. Okay. Is there anyone else that I've been suppressing that I don't need to? I blame Prime. Alright. Hopefully you guys don't get any funny ideas. You have like 100 pops. Don't go wigging out on me now. Punt to Zed, Hizzle, okay. We have so many battleships just on the move. Thing is too, yeah, look, we have these troops, huh? So we could. Okay, so that's brother. Wait, where were the Durinde? They were here. What system are they in? Yeah, this system. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll embark our armies. You guys just build defensive armies. Mother will embark our armies. And be sure you guys build defensive armies. Alright. That has freed up some troops. Brother. Embark. Defense. I thought I did brother already. Maybe not. Alright, so what do we have for transport fleets now in this system?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Apparently I had a very large army, but I wasn't using it effectively. Durinde tried to use army. It wasn't very effective. Alright, you move down here to join up with these guys. Fleet combat stats. Okay. 58 for war score now. I'm guessing our other fleet up here. Yeah. So they're clearing out their spaceports and stuff. So that should put us back into the 60s range for war score.
Fleet engaged.
Transport fleets, okay. So can we join you guys together now
Hostile fleet engaged.
to form a super megazord? Transfer all. Transfer all. Okay, transport fleet 128. We need you guys to come to this system. And it's going to take you like a year to get here. But anyway, it'll be worth it. They have 9 xenomorphs. Wow. They're going to rip it up. It's going to be like a Beyblade. Cooper Moore has passed away, and unfortunately we don't have any influence to replace him. I should have actually gone for the humiliation thing as well in terms of what we wanted in the war. But anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to actually wrap things up there for now because we're just waiting for stuff to happen. Hey, if you like what you saw here today, think about liking the video, think about subscribing to the channel. See you next time. Take care. Have a terrific day.